What's going on YouTube? Absolutely Cichlids here. I believe this is day 5. I believe? Yeah, day 5 of Southern Delight feeding. Everything's just going fantastic. This food is going really well in my fish room. Everything's taken to this food a lot faster than what I expected at first. So we're gonna run around, give everybody some food, see what happens. We're getting toward the end of this series, so I guess after this one gets uploaded, 2 more videos, and then I'll be doing a water change. So I'm pretty excited to see how the water change goes, because I pushed back my water changes a little further than what I normally would. I usually do a water change once a week. This is going to turn out to be a week and a half. So I believe it's going to be a pretty good test for this food. So I guess let's just get everything started. We're going to start at the Demisoni tank again. This tank's a little cloudy. I've been shuffling rocks around. I had to take every single rock out of this tank to catch 2 holding females. So I just got the scape put back together. That's why it looks a little different than the last videos, but they like it. It's just a bunch of rocks, I guess. As long as they got the rocks, they're fine. But they're still getting the small cichlid formula. They're probably not going to come out and eat. Like I said, I just put all these rocks back, honestly, 2 minutes ago. So they're probably a little skittish right now. But they've been doing very well on it. They've been picking it up as it falls. Everybody should be eating now. I don't think I have any other females in there holding. As I said, I knew I had at least one, but as I was taking the rocks out today, I found another. So I had 2 females holding. So I'm pretty sure that means soon I'll be overrun with Demisonis. Fun. But we'll move on to the next guys. That'll be Hercules and Miss Olive. My 2 Trimax, and they've been getting the power feed formula. They really seem to do well on this. The male Hercules down there, he's been picking the stuff off that floats, while the female, she's been getting more of the stuff that sinks. Why, I'm not sure. It has kind of been working out better because they both get fed evenly. So that's pretty cool. I actually tried the growth formula on them today, this morning when I fed. And I threw, I'd say probably 20-25 pellets in there. And the male ate them all. I actually had to throw more in there so the female could get some. But they're doing very well. As good as always. Down here, we got the Hercules Soma again. They're still getting the nano krill. And they're doing really good. You can see that feeding frenzy going on. And they're actually picking it up as soon as they see it now. They were at the beginning letting it sit on the substrate for a few seconds before they started picking it up, and they were actually scavenging around for it. But now, actually, I didn't even see any that hit the substrate, honestly. They've done knocked it all out before it could even touch the ground. So that's definitely an improvement from day 1. Same with the Trimax though. They wouldn't even touch it for the first 2 days. which I will say is still a lot better than when I was feeding YFS. It took me 2.5 weeks to get them onto YFS when I first started feeding it. So the switch to Southern Delight is obviously a huge improvement for the Trimax. But yeah, like I said, everything's doing completely awesome on this food. Really excited to do my water changes, just to see like how much different they are now that I am feeding this food. We'll go back up here and take another look at the Trimax, see if the female will come out and get anything. She's been spending a lot of time under the rock. They've been digging pits. I'm not sure if they're gonna spawn. I haven't seen any. I haven't seen her tube start dropping or anything like that, but I'm still working with them. They're definitely fun just to have, but no signs of spawning. Big Hercules back there, but we'll move on. Down here we got the Daffodil cichlids again, the Lamprey poulters, and they've been doing awesome on this food, as well as everything else for that matter. I'm sure I really don't even have to tell you guys what's going on in these videos. If you go back and watch the day 1 of this and then come back and watch this video, you can see obvious differences in all these fish's reactions toward this food. At first these fish weren't really paying too much attention to it. They were coming back later on and picking it up out of the substrate a little bit. But now, as soon as this stuff hits the water, they're all over it. And like the same with the Leptosoma and most of the other stuff in this tank, they're not even letting it hit the substrate now. It's pretty much gone as soon as it hits the water. So everything is doing absolutely fantastic. Could not ask for any better results with any type of food. So it's going, this food is going great for me as far as getting my fish to start eating it. We'll feed these hungry little guys again, just as we have in every other video. At first it was just fun to watch these guys eat, but now I'm just trying to stick with feeding the same fish I've been feeding in all the videos, just so if you were to go back and if you're just starting to watch these videos, you can see the differences in all my fish. Sorry for all that background noise. That is my washer. So hopefully that'll shut up real soon. But like I said, guys, everything is doing absolutely awesome on these fish. Again, I can't really say that this growth is completely from this fish food, but I have been able to tell a huge difference in some of these fish's growth in the past, I guess just the past week, honestly. I had some yellow peacocks in here before I started this series. They were probably pushing 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. I would say now some of these bigger peacocks that are fighting for the food up at the top, they are actually, I'd say pushing over an inch, probably 1.25 to 1.5 inches. I can't say that's completely because of this food, but I have been able to tell a difference. Other than that, I can't really say it's too much of anything else, because it's been 1.5 weeks since I've done any water changes, or almost 1.5 weeks. It'll be 1.5 weeks by the time I finish this video series, but so they're still in the same water they were when I started this series. So there's a little bit of growth, but I couldn't say it's completely due to this food. but I'm still getting very good reactions from all these fish. Back down to the tropheus again. Let me get their food. And I'm still feeding these guys the veggie krill. They're eating it. As I said in the last video, the catfish in here, the Synodontis petricola, are absolutely loving it. But I don't see the tropheus eat very often anyways. But as I said, they're still trying to spawn. And it's kind of a battlefield in here anyway when these fish decide they want to spawn, because it's 3 males against 1 female. Nobody ever gets beat up. It's just the tank gets really hectic, really crazy. Everybody's running around. So no real aggression in this tank because of the ratio, but I'd really like a different ratio. Maybe a 3-to-1 female to male, but hey, it happens. But let's get back to the food. They seem to be doing very well on this food. They are eventually eating it, like I said. They just, I haven't seen them eat it. But when I come back down in the mornings to turn the lights on and feed and everything, there's no food left laying around. So something's eating it. And they're still alive, so I'm assuming they're eating it. But these guys with color, these are definitely a fish. I couldn't say that this food is helping them with their color. Tropheus are really good about changing color. They can go to a really dull color to a really vibrant color really fast. So these are probably a fish that I could never be able to tell the difference even in the long term. I couldn't say for sure, but I really doubt I'd be able to, just because you can see that male, maybe the yellow tinted male back there, and then just this one down here below him, you can see the red in that one. So I definitely wouldn't be able to